Okay, so the first, you'll notice it's broken up into 3 sets of 10 questions. Okay, each set of 10 is asking you to do something different. All right, and each set of 10, because of that, is going to have little things that you're going to want to watch for. I'm going to tell you what those little things are. You should probably write them down somewhere on that sheet so that you remember to watch for them and do them as we go along. Okay, so for the first set of 10, so for questions 1 to 10, right, you are doing 2 things. You are writing out the reaction in words. Okay, you get 1 mark for the reactants and 1 mark for the products. Okay, so you gotta make no mistakes in the reactants, then you get 1 mark in the reactants. No mistakes in the products, you get 1 mark for the products. Okay, and then you get 1 mark for balancing. Now, when you are balancing, okay, if it's a 1, okay, write it in. Don't leave it blank. Okay, I have to assume if something is left blank, it's not done. Okay, that you didn't know what number to write in there. This is not like when you write out your own reaction, and I know if you don't write a 1 that you meant a 1 was there. Okay, if you don't put something in here, it just doesn't look done. Okay, so if something is already balanced, what should you write in every blank? 1. So it would be like 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, everybody follow me there? Okay, here are the tips, the things to watch for in this first set of 10, okay, that people forget about. This is the number 1 thing. Okay, Roman numerals on multivalent metals. When you're writing out the names for ionic compounds and that metal has more than 1 possible charge, remember to put the Roman numeral on it. People kind of get going on these and they forget to put the Roman numerals on the metals that require them. Obviously not every metal, just the metals that require them. Okay. That's pretty much it, okay? One thing I will tell you with this, okay? In question number 4, one of your products, okay? You've got a decomposition reaction here, but it's not one that just breaks down into 2 elements. It breaks down into 3 different materials. That's still a decomposition reaction, okay? This stuff here is a compound, not an ion. Just so that you name it correctly, okay? Because you might see an ion in your table of polyatomic ions that looks like that. Ions can only be part of ionic compounds, okay? If it's by itself, it's a compound, okay? Name it appropriately. Okay, there's a couple in there that are kind of tricky balances. I would say 4 is probably the trickiest balance, okay, of all of those. The rest, you know, I think you'll be able to figure them out. But you're writing the names, okay, and balancing. That's all you're doing for the first set of 10. All right. Second set of 10, so from 11 to 20. Okay, so from 11 to 20, okay, you are now writing out the reaction in formula form, giving me the type and balancing. Okay, so identify the type of reaction. That's the easiest mark, by the way, and it's the one people forget to do. Okay, people forget, they get going on writing out the reaction, they forget to tell me what type, and it's the easiest mark of the 3 marks. Okay, so what type of reaction is single replacement, double replacement, whatever. Okay, and then write a balanced chemical equation. So 1 mark for that, and this is 2 marks here. Okay, you get 1 mark for balancing it correctly, and you get 1 mark for writing it out correctly. here's the kicker on this set of 10. This set of 10 is the hardest. If you don't write it out correctly, will you balance it correctly? Okay, so you gotta make sure you write it out correctly. Here are your tips for this set of 10. Remember your special molecular elements, okay? If you forget to make, let's say, hydrogen a 2, like on the quiz today, that could interfere with you getting the reaction right and the balancing right. One screw up like that costs you 2 out of 3 marks, okay? So you've got to remember which elements are special. It is okay to go back and check, okay? People get kind of going on this and they forget about their periodic table. They stop checking it and they make silly mistakes, right? So make sure you're checking it as you go along, right? And the other thing, sorry, 2 other things. Swaps and drops. Make sure you drop and swap your ionic compounds correctly, okay? A tip for you on that, if you can't get the equation to balance, most likely you didn't drop and swap something in there correctly. Go back and check your drops and swaps and you'll probably get it to balance after that. And the other thing, brackets on polyatomic ions. I don't know how often it happens in this set of 10 that people forget to put brackets on their polyatomic ions, okay? In fact, I would say on this set, it might not be a bad idea to just bracket them all. Even if you don't put a number outside of the brackets, it's not wrong to have the polyatomic ion enclosed in brackets, okay? At least then you won't forget to bracket it. Okay? All right, that's that set of 10. So every question on this sheet, okay, no matter what section, is out of 3 marks. Okay, in this section, it's 1 mark for the type, 1 mark for the reaction written out in formula form, 1 mark for it being balanced correctly. Okay, this is the second set is the hardest set. Okay, and then for the last 10, they're just like your quiz this morning. Okay, all you have to do is predict the products and balance. That's it. Okay, so you've got the reactants, you predict the products, balance the reaction. 3 marks. Okay, you get 2 marks for the products, 1 mark for the balanced reaction. So, okay, questions on that? Okay, I'm going to give you the remainder of class to work on that today, and I'm going to try and find some time throughout the week here for you to kind of pick away at it here and there. Okay, there probably won't be huge amounts of time, but there'll be some more class time here and there throughout the week. I'm going to pick a due date here right away and I'll put it on the board. Okay. All right, have at her there, guys. Okay, guys, due date for that is going to be March the 12th. That's a week from today.